And hello, YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of the Zone TV Movie Entertainment with me, your host, Jonathan, once again bringing you my thoughts and review for today's episode of Disney Plus's Star Wars The Bad Batch Season 2, Episode 12. Today's another Star Wars day, 2 Star Wars shows in one day. So let's start with The Bad Batch because honestly, I thought this episode was pretty interesting. So we got to see our very favorite sniper Crosshairs make a return, and he gets assigned a new mission because he's with the Empire now, which is no surprise since it's kind of turned his back on his brothers and sister. And he goes to this weird, like, I want to say Alaskan planet because it had a lot of snow in it, so I'm not really too sure about the planet itself. So he goes there. He's supposed to meet up with some other clones with his new commander. And the commander, he's not a very nice guy. He does not like the clones. He thinks the clones are like useless and wasteful now. He's just very excited about the stormtroopers that are coming, and he does not like the clones. So they go to the snow planet. Their mission is to get this cargo that contains some supplies. What the supplies are, one of the crates, if you look at it closely, had some armor in it. So it could have been maybe the stormtroopers' armor. Who knows? Maybe it could have been, the ice stormtroopers armor, but not really too sure. So anyway, Crosshair gets there. He goes on a mission with this one clone who was stationed there to protect the fortress from these, I guess, rogue people who live there, and make sure that nothing happens to the cargo. Things go kind of crazy when one of the cargoes gets stolen. They literally have to go out there themselves because the forces are kind of small, which begs the question: why does the Empire keep sending like 5 guys just to go to one mission? Kind of weird, but okay. So this commander, he's a big, higher up in the Empire. He only brings like 2 guys with him, including Crosshair. So it's kind of weird that every time there's a new mission for in Star Wars, they always the soldiers always come in with just like 2 or 3 people. So it's like kind of weird. But anyway, Crosshairs and this one clone, they literally go into the mission to try to get back the cargo. Of course, they get it back, but then of course, you have the obstacle of a big snowstorm that's about to happen. Things happen, the clone gets killed, spoiler alert, and but before he dies, they literally make it back to the base, and the commander's like, hey, he's wasted. He's going to die. Who cares? Let's just move on. Do our job. Let's go. Crosshair gets a little pissed off. Shoots the commander. Literally shoots the commander. And then collapses because he's exhausted. He's out of energy. He can't defend himself. So he's knocked out cold. And then, of course, he wakes up in a laboratory where they're doing experiments on him. And it literally just ends there. Which begs the question, is Crosshair going to go back to the team? Possibility. I'm starting to feel like Crosshair is now realizing that, yeah, my brothers and sister were right. The Empire doesn't care about us clones anymore. They want to get rid of us. And that's exactly what they did. Because if you look at Star Wars lore, the Stormtroopers, although a lot of people, I don't blame them for thinking this, a lot of people thought that the clones were the Stormtroopers in episodes 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, but they weren't. They were just regular people that they can train, have minds of their own, but yet they have the belief that the Empire was number one. Kind of like how German soldiers always follow the Nazis. They became Nazis. Because they follow what the Empire was. They believed in their beliefs, kind of like that. So, now that Crosshair knows the truth, is he going to turn on the Empire and go back to his brothers and sister? I hope. I really like Crosshairs as a character. I think he's a badass, but I think he's kind of, he's kind of damaged, because he doesn't have that chip in his head, but yet he still believes in that he should still follow orders with the Empire. But now that he's seen what the Empire is doing to his brothers on the battlefield, he's like, yeah, I think I'm out now. I think I'm gonna go join my brothers, which is his brothers in the Bad Batch, and his sister, which is Omega. So yeah, I think in the next couple episodes, we're going to see Crosshairs either try to contact the team, because they're going to come back anyway to go see Rex, because I think Rex is around the same area where Crosshairs is at. Maybe he finds out, tells the team, Crosshairs needs help, we need to get him out of there. It's a possibility, because remember, Rex is with one of the clones trying to figure out why the Empire wants to get rid of the clones so badly. So, it's a very interesting episode. It finally gives us a little bit of a redeeming quality of Crosshairs. I mean, I don't know if he can be fully redeemed for what he's been doing, but, he is a soldier. He had to follow orders, but still, I really hope he does go back to the team, because he's a very valuable member of that team, and they're all families, so I feel like they all could still, use him. So we have to wait and see what happens. But other than that, great episode. That was pretty cool. A little short, not enough action, but still, very good episode for what the story is trying to tell us, and, how it sets up, the downfall of the clones until the stormtroopers rise, having the stormtroopers rise. So we'll see what happens moving forward. So let me know comment below. Let me know what you guys thought. Stay tuned for more. And I'll see you later for my Mandalorian review, because I'm about to go watch that. So stay tuned for that. Thank you very much, and have a good day.